Start with Paul Broom, followed by David Harbaugh, followed by Natalie Sherman, followed by Donna Shane. And if anyone wants to combine your minutes with someone else so that you can get sort of a broader kind of statement presented, then you may do that. But Mr. Broom, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. President, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul Broom. I'm representing the Albuquerque Police Officers Association and the International Association of Firefighters at the bargaining table this year. I'll make this very, very brief. In looking at the budget that is before you now and the floor amendments that are before you now, the police officers and the firefighters are very concerned that the sacrifices they have made, as well as other employees, to balance this budget that we're dealing with right now, perhaps is not going to be addressed and will not be addressed properly with the budgets that are before you this evening.
Okay. My son serves the city as a firefighter. Are his sacrifices worth less than last year? Or the 9,000 calls a month that he and his fellow firefighters respond to worth less in value to the citizens in need? The Berry administration obviously thinks so. They cut approximately 8% from the firefighters and their families last year, breaking their contract. The firefighters' contract was negotiated in good faith in 2008, ratified by this council, city council. It is my understanding that the firefighters offered numerous concessions to the mayor and to this council, and agreed with the council agreed with their budget savings concept included in last year's budget. The mayor signed the budget but violated their contract anyway. Cutting their pay was wrong and has caused experienced firefighters to retire early. I heard the chief say that there's over 30 firefighters retired last year, and more will leave this year. It is time to reinvest in our first responders, the firefighters, the paramedics, the police officers, instead of capital project, and keep the experience on the streets. How about using capital monies for equipment that they need to do their job and to keep the city safe? There is a better way if somebody was willing to listen. If the council, as well as the mayor, will listen to us in reference to our firefighters who risk their lives and police officers. You guys sit behind a desk. You're not risking your life, but they are. I will go on. Albuquerque citizens know that these are tough economical times. Choosing to use general obligation bond money for future capital projects instead of investing in the city essential services is fiscally irresponsible. The voters should have a say how our tax money is spent and how the city council, they ought to know also how the city council vote on these issues. This budget must not provide the mayor's legacy projects. This is not the right direction for Albuquerque. Investing in our hard-working employees who maintain the quality of life in Albuquerque is critical for the future. The mayor on his website asked us to get involved. Well, I'm involved, and there are other people who are involved. Now, is somebody going to listen to me and others who stand up for the firefighters in the Albuquerque Police Department? Anyway, he asked us to get involved. I'm involved. To share our thoughts. I'm sharing our thoughts. Is anybody going to listen to me in reference to this? Does anybody care about the firefighters being in a burning building, falling, saving lives, and other people are sitting behind a desk or driving a car or whatever, and yet you can throw out a demand or for them to cut their salary and then also not give them their raise? Is that showing that you care about them? Yeah, you know, if your house was burning or this city was on fire, you would really want the firefighters to come out and break their necks in saving it. But yet, is that 4 minutes? 3?
That's 3.5. You got 30 seconds.
Anyway, I'm sharing what I feel and what I am standing in the stead of a lot of people who feel the same way. And I also wanted to say, giving us 1 minute to talk to you, it means that you really don't want to hear what we have to say anyway. But anyway, I do appreciate the time, and like I said, I would be back. I'm back, and you've heard me. I hope it resonates with you.
Thank you, Ms. McGee, and thanks for coming down and